Hello, welcome back to my haunted library. It's Regina. Today I have a review for The Reaping by Bernard Taylor. This is a reissue from Vaillancourt Books with the Paperbacks From Hell branding on it, and I have a subscription to this, and this is, I think, the second one that they sent. I've got 4, I believe, and I've read 2. So I need to get caught up a little bit, but I did read this with Alex over at Hey Little Thrifter in a buddy read, and I really enjoyed it. It's a short book. It took me a couple of days to read it, although she beat me to the punch because she couldn't put it down, and neither could I. It was really, really good. So what I did for this is I attempted to do a reading vlog, which is the first one I've done, and I thought I would upload my clips to Instagram, but then I found out that you could only upload like 60-second clips. So I tried and it kind of didn't work. So I'm going to just show you what I did and in my vlog and how I talked about the book. And I apologize kind of for the low-res video, but whatever. I was trying something different. So we'll take a look at that and we'll cut to it right now. Okay, well, today I'm going to attempt to do a reading vlog of this book, The Reaping. And I'm holding the camera this way because I think I'm going to put this on Instagram. And there's Lily, who she's waiting for her walk, but it is raining out. Whoa, let's do this and not fall down my steps. And it's raining pretty hard. I don't know if you can see. So I'm going to try to take her for a walk and talk about the book simultaneously, see if I can pull that off. All right, bye. Okay, come on, let's go. All right, well, it is raining. Come on, this way. Yeah. Oh, no. I don't want to keep you in the rain.
Okay. Here you are. Okay.
Raining again. All right, so we're going to take a little walk around the neighborhood. It's a nice, soft, misty rain. And I come out here at night too, and it's a beautiful cemetery. It's really lit up nice at night. There's a huge tree, and this is an old Episcopal church called St. James. Here's a cool obelisk. As a writer, I get a lot of great ideas for character names, like this one, Levi Philip Scholl. Nice. It's I'm in a gothic mood, and so the rain is perfect because I'm still reading The Reaping by Bernard Taylor, and it definitely has a gothic feel to it, and I love it. Whether it's in London, a city that I like, Edward Gorey, I love, but I've never been to, and also an estate near Bath, the old city of Bath, which is another place I'd love to go to. Huh. There's a little tiny grave here next to the church. Let's wind around the side here. Oh, there's a squirrel, Lily. Oh no! Damn! I knew that was gonna happen. Oh my God. She almost wrenched the camera right out of my hand. This is gonna look horrible. I apologize. Come on. Here's another fantastic tree. These trees are really incredible. You know, these cemeteries were kind of built like parks. This is a very small cemetery, but if you look at some of the ones like where my family plot is in a historic Philadelphia cemetery called Laurel Hill, which is now like, I guess, a national landmark. It's like a Victorian park. Again, very gothic. And, you know, I embrace it. Here's the back window. They have musical concerts and things in this church. So it's very nice. I'm Catholic, but, you know, I don't have a problem with going to another church. Huh, this is a nice, interesting little grave. Jamie M. Rice. I see a lot of Masonic symbols on these old graves, and there is a Masonic temple about a block away, which is also extremely gothic. All right, there's the witch's chair. I've looked at this before. The witch's chair, if you sit on it at midnight on Halloween, or maybe just any midnight, you feel hands of a witch embrace you. And honestly, I've never tried it because I'm too scared. Here's a view. So this, the reaping takes place in this old, like, kind of abbey, and most of the story. Now I'm not finished yet, so I'm going to give a little spoiler here about the story. It kind of reminds me so far, in a way, like The Wicker Man. In this guy is kind of pulled into this. It feels like it's going to be like some kind of fertility cult, because oh, Lily, come on. God, she's a pain. I'm getting worse and more spoiled by the minute. Boyer is an old name in this area, Bucks County. This is creepy. There's a hole beneath the grave. I can almost imagine a hand of a skeleton coming out there, can't you? The children's graves, you see these little, really small graves, they freak me out. Because there's something so small and sweet and sad about it. So I feel like the reaping is going to be some kind of like fertility cult, because, like I said, spoiler, so just a warning, the girl Catherine gets pregnant from Tom's rigorous nocturnal emissions. Okay, so this name, Paxton, Mariana Paxton Rogers, just to interject for a second, this is a very old Bucks County name. Paxtons, when I was growing up, I grew up further up middle of the county here in a place called Buckingham. It's near New Hope, which is kind of a pretty well-known little town. The Paxtons were a very wealthy family, and they had this enormous horse farm with this incredible estate and a barn, and we played there when we were kids because a good friend of ours who owned horses, her mother worked at the estate. So we would go there and we would ride and kind of pretend like we were these little rich girls. It was pretty fun. It was a nice upbringing that way. Anyway, there's more of the cemetery. I feel like this is a setup for some kind of Wicker Man thing, because the baby, well, it's called the reaping. So that is already thinking of like agrarian cult of some kind. And oh my God, girl. An agrarian cult of some kind, because Catherine is now pregnant, and because Tom is very fertile. He's got a bunch of kids. I sent a message to Alex from Hey Little Thrifter that I imagine Jeremy Irons playing the part, a younger Jeremy Irons. And she agreed he would be perfect. So we'll walk around a little more of the town, give you a little tour. So yeah, so that's the reaping, and I feel like it's going to be really good. I love that I don't know what's going to happen. And we've got some pretty flowers. A little library. I go here. I found some great treasures here, and I've dumped a few books here too. Like all those stupid YA books I bought at BookCon last year. There's nothing really new. It's our library. It's a little modern for my tastes, but you know, it's nice. Has a nice vibe. And this is a beautiful view here. They have this little garden set up, and I never see anyone reading out here because it just doesn't look very comfortable, to be honest. This is one of the old buildings that I love. Come on, Lily. This is now a museum, and it's really cool inside. I would love to live in a house like this. I kind of do live in a house. I live in one of the old houses here in town, but it's not grand like this. It's a little more humble. But that's where my writing room would be, right there. And my library, somewhere up there. I have to be around like old things. So it makes sense that I live in an old town. Let's just pause here and look at that beautiful sight. It's gorgeous. Someone looks miserable. Come on. That's pretty. Big urns like this remind me of Edward Gorey. I'm almost done the Gorey book. Okay, so I'm gonna go head back home and finish the reaping, and then I will be back later to tell you what I thought. So we'll end with this nice view of the Delaware River. All right, I'm gonna sack out on the couch and finish the reaping. Got my candles lit, and I will let you know very soon what I think of it. So here we go. Okay guys, I thought I would do some kind of weird 70s looking camera angle while I finished talking about the reaping. I finished the book and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Bernard Taylor's my new favorite writer, and really everything that I could say about it now is pretty much covered in Will Errickson's Afterward, which I just read. I guess I just like that more quiet horror, but not only that, they're really well-crafted stories, like really lure you in this quiet way. You get to know the characters, and then boom, and you're in it, and it's a great climax, great payoff at the end. So I'm a real fan. I'm really glad I read this. Thanks, Alex at Hey Little Thrifter, for doing the buddy read with me. And somehow I'll get these videos either on YouTube or Instagram and figure out what I'm doing. So that was what I thought of The Reaping. I loved it. I'm a Bernard Taylor fan. This is the second book that I've read of his. The other was Sweetheart, Sweetheart, which I have a nice vintage copy of up there on the shelves, and with a great cover. I will read whatever this guy puts out, because it's definitely, this is my style. In his foreword, Will Errickson mentions two of my favorite writers, and he groups them with Bernard Taylor, and that's Ira Levin and Thomas Tryon. So it makes sense that I would like Bernard Taylor's books. So that is what I thought of The Reaping. I really, really loved it, and I look forward to another buddy read soon. So let me know in the comments below if you have subscribed to these Vaillancourt books. If you read this one, let me know what you think. And if you have any other recommendations you'd like to share, please write them down there. So thanks again for stopping by my haunted library, and I'll see you soon. Bye.